It's been said, youth is the trustee of prosperity. At 30-something, Steve Choe, general manager of the Intercontinental Los Angeles Century City, is one of the youngest people to hold such a post in the hotel brand's worldwide chain. Although Steve's parents owned and operated small hotels in Monterey, California, he did not have plans to stay in the family business, but his surprise promotion in 2011 changed everything.
When I was working for hotels early on in my career, I had worked with a lot of great GMs and saw how they were, but it wasn't something that was in my mind, like right there saying that was something that was going to be obtainable so quickly. I knew that eventually I wanted to work towards that, but didn't know when it was going to come or how it was going to come. If there was a motivational part of it or the supporting part of it, would have been my relationship with the ownership here, and specifically Ms. Mari Miyoshi. She was a big supporter for me and really pushed me to kind of, for me to realize also self that I was capable of that.
Steve, who is married with 2 children, credits the president of Sumitomo Realty and Development, Mari Miyoshi, for not only believing in him, but also for guiding him.
She had given me this book. She said, you're now the GM of this hotel, and I want to give you this special book that hopefully will guide you through your career. And that was a book of Bushido. There was one philosophy in the book that really stood out to me a lot, which the Japanese word is giri, which stands for duty. I just realized that there's so much responsibility and duty that comes with not only my position, but then also in a personal level as well too.
I really trust him, and as owner, it's like we really trust him. And the hotel was not great like today. We had a lot of hard time, but he didn't give up. I didn't give up. And we always together and talking a lot, and then trust level is more and more.
Steve oversees the luxury hotel, which is 17 floors and has 363 rooms, including 149 suites. The jewel of the hotel is the Royal Suite, which has 3,300 square feet of space and a view that stretches from the Pacific Ocean to the Hollywood sign. The hotel is currently undergoing a mega million-dollar renovation, which excites Steve, who had spent time at the property when he was a student at Beverly Hills High School.
One of the things about this hotel is the location, the building, the prestige, and of course I had known about this building, so when the opportunity came, I jumped at it. And so, I really felt that, this hotel has so much potential. There's so much that we can do here, and that I just wanted to be part of the team.
Much of Steve's time is spent in the air, flying across the country and around the world to persuade potential clients to book rooms or conferences at the hotel.
Being able to travel to, Asia, to the Middle East, to South America, all these different places have had a big impact in my life, especially because of the way that I look at life now and the perspective that it's given me. That's something that I really respect the ownership group here for. They're kind of forward thinking of saying, if you want to go do sales calls and get out there and go look for business, domestic is our market here, but also look beyond those regions.
One of Steve's priorities is to promote the leisure industry, and as a member of the LA Tourism and Convention Board, he proudly represents the Century City community.
We have roughly 42 to 44 million visitors every year coming into LA tourism. So, the mayor's goal of getting to 50 million visitors by 2020, I think, is a great goal, and I think that we'll be able to achieve it. And those are huge numbers, and what it does from an economic development standpoint is great. And the impact to businesses will continue to grow.
He's also a great supporter of the Century City Chamber of Commerce.
We've, as a business, have seen so many great things come out of it, and whether that be relationships that we create with other businesses, it could be networking events that we have at the hotel where the chamber brings in people to kind of see the property, see our event space, and that can turn into weddings or company functions, and that has happened. We do holiday parties for companies that are in Century City, and those were introduced to us by the chamber. So I can say that definitely the value there has been tremendous for us.
Steve also values relationships and is known for being visible throughout the hotel, proudly working alongside his staff.
I believe in that respect is very important. I believe in long-term relationships. For me, those long-term relationships are what have got me to where I am today. Our ownership group here, the biggest thing for them is employees first. That's their big philosophy. So I would say that that pretty much goes in line with how I feel about my duty to the employees here as well too, and everything else that comes along with it.
While he admits he has a lot more he wants to achieve, including completing an LA marathon, Steve's enduring sense of duty makes him the picture of success.
Constantly improving myself is something that I'm always looking to do. Becoming a better father, a better husband, a better GM. I think improving my relationships with employees at the hotel. Those are all things that I want to continue to do, and I just feel like the growth process is extremely important, and I just would want to continue that. I don't ever want to plateau and feel like I have nowhere else to go. I think that there's, and it could be 30 years from now, and I would still want to look for ways to improve myself.